Hey, Pop.
How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Good.
Your 58-yard run. The great Chris Berman was here this week, and he would have said you were rumbling, you were stumbling,
Yeah.
you were tumbling, and everything else. Take us through that run, and what was that like for you?
Um, man, wait. Before I answer that though, man, I wanna give a shout out to the service, Jack Casey family. I was reading it before the game, and he loved the Patriots, and I want to say shout out to that family because I know it's hard. I lost somebody, yesterday, and I feel their pain, and it's definitely hard. And then for your question, I stay stumbling. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I had a cross route and caught it. I thought he was closer, but he wasn't. So, man, I hit my knee, got up, and I started stumbling from there. And then I seen a dude like in my peripheral, so I just lowered the shoulder right.
Pop, your first 100 receiving yard game of your career, just what it's like to kind of hit that accomplishment.
Man, it's a blessing, man. I've been trying to get it. I tried to get it New Orleans, and that kind of went away. But it definitely feels good, and definitely getting it with the win, that makes it better.
Bob, could just take us through your touchdown and just when did get into the plan to put you in the backfield there?
Yeah, I'm in the backfield. We know they kind of go man here and there. So me in the backfield, I could line up with a linebacker. So, Coach McDaniels, he did a great job of, scheming that play up. I'm in, as I come off, I see a D end on me. That might be a backer lined up at the end. I couldn't really pay attention because I was just running by him. But I just, as soon as I seen him, try to, connect with me, I just, ran past him. But that's a good play called by, Coach McDaniels.
Pop, I know you grew up with Terrell, and you guys both mentioned that you lost someone yesterday. Just what are the emotions right now of you guys both scoring in the same game and having big games together like that?
I mean, he was with us. Man, this whole morning was hard. As people came up to me, and my eyes kind of getting a little, but as people came up to me, I tried to, keep I can't even think. I just tried to be, a man, and I just had to put my head down, and I just know he was with me, and he was with Terrell too. He got a touchdown too, and that's a blessing, man. We waited for this moment, Rail did. He trusted the process, and he's capitalizing, and that's a blessing.
Following up on that, on Terrell, was that something that you have in that relationship with him, and was it special to watch him get in there and knowing his story?
Yeah, man. If y'all knew some of y'all know his story, but who y'all don't know his story. He really got it out the mud. Man, and then when he got in that end zone, I ain't gonna lie. If I was mic'd up and they had the camera on me, I was out there. You would think I was on the field. How fast I got there. It just see what he went through and what he accomplished and all the doubt that he went through. Man, it's a blessing to see him here, and I tell him every day, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be here. When he was fourth string running back, he had his doubts. He like, man, what's going on? And I'm like, trust the process. Trust the process. And then for me, I'm telling him trust the process, but at one moment I didn't know that I had that. I never had trust the process, if I can say it right. I never had the trust the process moment, should I say, until this year. And then now I can really preach it. Trust the process and everything's gonna play out right.
When you say, Pop, that you didn't have that trust the process moment until this year, what was that moment for you, and how did you work through it for yourself?
The trust the process moment for me was, for the first 2 years I was playing a lot, and then this year was kind of a little lower, and this was my trust the process. Trust the process, and everything's gonna work out. And it's our team. You know, our team is amazing. You know, everybody smile, everybody connects with each other. It's easy to be lifted up with this team. You know, our coaches come in with energy, so you better have energy too. You know, they don't love no vampire. They don't want nobody to drain you. And I mean, I love this team, and I can't wait to see how far we go. Yep, thank you.
Terrell, I see you carrying something. What I see the smile on your face. What did that mean to you? And more importantly, what did it mean to you to get a touchdown on the day that you guys win a game?
You know, this day was special anyways since it was our salute to service. And I celebrated Brett Conaway, his life today. I went out on that field, so I was thinking about him as well. And also, last night I had lost a really close, he wasn't a family member, but he was a close friend to my family. So I was just balling for them today. And I can really say it was my team. That's all I could think about with that first touchdown. My team, all the work we put in, all the work because they was more excited than me for the touchdown, and that's what I was excited for.
Terrell, first of all, do you want to mention anything about that person last night? Do you want to give them to I don't know if that's private or if that's something that you want to make sure people know?
Yeah. He was a family friend. We call him Tiger. He's like an uncle to us. Me and Pop actually. He take care of us when we was out with him back home. And last night he tragically got killed late last night, and that was big on my heart this morning. I just wanted the ball for him.
For you to have not only to have the touchdown, but then to get the ball in the fourth quarter with the game on the line, what does that say about how far you've come and how proud are you of that?
Shoot, it just I give my blessings to God and my teammates, man. They pushing me every day, get me prepared for those moments. That's what it was.
Hey, Terrell, you scored the touchdown and you eventually got the ball, but after you scored the touchdown, you had to go cover the kickoff.
Yeah.
The ensuing kickoff. And that brings to light something Coach Vrabel said this past week when he was asked about you, and he talked about, you know, your willingness on special teams and the mark you've made in that area. How would you describe how you've taken advantage of the opportunity to contribute small and now to get the opportunities to do it in larger ways offensively?
Shoot, every week I prepare to be the best player for my team. So if it's special teams, if it's running back, if it's having a conversation with a guy, I want to be the best at it anyway. So like I want to thank my coaches for putting me in a position to make those plays and be able to be on the field after a touchdown. That's amazing to me.
Back to Dan Roach.
Terrell, you mentioned it, just the feeling of the team, but take us through. You get the ball, you get it into the end zone. What's going through your mind after you score that touchdown? Take us through the whole play.
Shoot, I seen the whole. Now, as soon as I touched the end zone, I just praise the Lord. I'm thanking God in my head, like, thank you, God. Like, this is what I played the game for, to get in the end zone, and just my teammates being there, that made that whole experience better.
Did you always believe this day was coming? When you weren't undrafted and so forth, did you believe at some point that if you kept at it, it was going to get here?
Of course I believe. Every day I believe. Every day I wake up, I thank the Lord, and I tell him, I ask him to prepare me for any moment, and that's just what it is. And I prepare myself, I work hard, and I'm ready for it.
Where's that ball going?
To my mom. Thank y'all.
Definitely like an ugly win. A lot to learn from, but I'd rather learn from it in winning position than losing and being like what we could have had did. But it's better when you win the game and you get back in the live still and try to tighten up those loose screws, because, I mean, it could have been in another position. It's a lot of long faces, but don't let it steal your joy. Enjoy this for 12 hours, and let's get back to watching the tape and getting better as a football team.
What was the difference between the first and second half for you guys?
Sorry for my curse words. I don't know. I really need to watch it this time. Like, I want to say, like, obviously we want to execute better. We want to play at a high level. We was having good drives. We haven't sustained drives. We just got to finish it and be great in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. It's a lot of things that we could have did better. I hate to give you, like, the cliche talk, but I really got to watch it.
What does it say about this team just reel off 6 straight?
Just resilient. You know what I'm saying? Winning the games in front of you. Treating every game like it's the same. You got COVID?
No.
All right, just running. Winning the games that's in front of you. We back on the road, back to being a road warrior, but, you know, keep your eyes in front of you. Don't worry about what's behind you. Keep getting better as a football team. Today, I feel like we're getting better. I remember early in the season, I kind of talked about learning from those losses. You know what I'm saying? As we learn from this win, it's a lot out there that we could do better. You know what I'm saying? From the receiver standpoint mainly, you know what I'm saying? Always farm our own land first. So we can be better. There's a couple of times I missed. I wish I could have threw Pop a block. He probably could have gotten in the end zone. Just stuff like that, and finishing play is going to be key.
But to be at this point and to be tied for the best record in the league, is this something you envisioned when you signed here, when you got here?
Nah, hell no. I mean, it's still early in the season. I just think we at the halfway point. We're in a good spot. You know what I'm saying? Could we be better? Hell yeah. Could we be worse? You know what I'm saying? We only play the guys that's in front of us, but envisioning just taking it 1 week at a time. And, you know, when it's like early in the season, like people come out with all these, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, rankings or where you could have been. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. That gets you distracted fast.
Your locker buddy right next to you. I know you do like to get
I know,
in
he
some
had
trouble,
100
but
yards.
it was his first 100-yard game. What'd you think?
I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Pop is a baller. You know what I'm saying? He comes into work, he does everything right, and he does it with a smile. You know what I'm saying? Even when things don't go his way, he might not get the rock, he's always smiling, he's always encouraging. He damn sure keeps me in a good mind frame because I'll be ready to spaz all the time over anything during the week in the game. But Pop got that smile that'll light up a room, and I'm just so proud of him. His first 100-yard game, he could have had 100 yards. He's a baller. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see it out there. But he got a little bit of the wobbly boots, man. I keep seeing him stumble all over the place, so we'll see how it goes.
How about
Coach
Terrell
Rabel
Jennings?
just mentioned looking ahead to next Sunday, going on the road again. What does this game, first look at Tampa mean to you?
They're a good team. Everybody know that Tampa is a good team. Baker Mayfield's a baller. Been one of my favorite players since he was in college. They got a lot of explosive guys on that other side. We're going on the road again. There's a lot to prove for us, and another test for us. You know what I'm saying? Another good team. We look forward to. I know everybody's gonna get up for the challenge, and I'm excited. Just keep your eyes in front of you.
Terrell Jennings getting his first
touchdown
touchdown in the NFL. I know you guys just love to celebrate each other. What does it mean to see your teammate do that?
I was on rail all week. Usually prior to him playing, I would joke around with him and we cracking jokes in the back. And he still grinds. He works hard. But this week I could tell Rel wasn't playing around. Like I would crack a joke and he's like, haha. You know what I'm saying? He kind of like brushed it off. Like he's really focused on this week. So to see him go out there and have success, he prepared the right way during the week. He was grinding when he wasn't getting the opportunity. So the biggest thing for guys like that is when you do get your opportunity, take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? I kind of said it to him before the game. Just, you know what I'm saying? Anything that's on your plate, eat it. You know what I'm saying? You can't control what's not. So I'm happy for him.
Why is it important to not drink the Kool-Aid?
Because it's poison. Like it's easy to drink the Kool-Aid and think the world of yourself, and you should. Like you should be joyful that you're getting these wins, but don't fall in the trap of thinking you too good. Like my OG used to tell me all the time, like when dealing with people, don't ever think you too cute. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever think that. You know what I'm saying? So part of that, just don't drink the Kool-Aid. Stay focused on what's in front of you and stay hungry. We in a good spot, but you know what I'm saying? It could be taken from us at any given time, so just stay hungry.
Drake has had so many weeks where he plays outstanding today. A few turnovers. How were you guys able to lift him up out there?
Chin up, chest out. You know what I'm saying? That shit happens. Like, receivers aren't perfect. We're not always open. We're not always doing the right stuff. Damn, it sounds like a little echo. But to be able to go out there and will to a win, I'll take that any day. And I'm riding with Drake May. Like, things aren't going to be a perfect. I tell you all the time, it's hard to play quarterback. I probably couldn't do it. I'd be a scramble guy. But to see him play well, and mishaps are going to happen, stuff happens, protect the guy with the ball and continue to have his back. Like, that positive reinforcement, that positive encouragement, I think means a lot for a quarterback. Like, guys let you know, like, we got his back regardless. I don't care how it goes.
Steph, you said that you feel like you really need to watch the film from the second half. Is there something about a game, a win like this, where you feel like you can learn some stuff that you haven't so far this season about your team and yourself on this team?
Yeah, like I'm always a little bit disturbed depending on the time of the day. Like after the game, I just always feel like we could do more. And I won't know exactly what it is until we watch it, but I know everybody on this team is hungry. Everybody on it's not just me, but when it comes to me, I just want more. I tell Pop, you got wobbly boots, you need to finish more. I say Terrell, you know what I'm saying, you protect the ball right, be a running back, be explosive. So it's always more for us, and if you keep that hungry mindset, you're going to continue to get better as a football team. It's just, as a leader on this team, I never want to be like, take a second to breathe or get comfortable. Don't ever let guys think you're getting comfortable or you're getting complacent where you are, because that's when shit bites you in the ass.
You know Ramondre today. How'd the running game do?
Say that one more time.
No Ramondre today. How did the running
Ramondre's
game
explosive. You know what I'm saying?
But
He wasn't here today.
Yeah,
but it looked like they held it down. They held their own. I was proud of the young guy, little lisp. I'm talking, but my bad. Travion, he was hooping. Seeing those guys make explosive plays. They look fast in practice, but in the game, it looks a little different. So I just be excited for those guys. And like I said, that hunger mindset, it's more out there. You should be breaking tackles, spin moves, jumping, running to the end zone. I'd be expecting a 60-yard touchdown, 40-yard touchdown. I just try to keep guys hungry because, I want them to do the same for me.
Who's the second touchdown ball going to?
Mike in the training room. Works on me every day, gets me ready to go for the game, for practice. After the game, sometimes it looks a little gray, like, man, I don't know how I feel this week. So he makes sure he take care of me, man. And I want those people to know I appreciate them, you know what I'm saying, because it means a lot. They're doing their job, but I think in this building you kind of build like a little bit more of a closer relationship with people. The more time you spend with them, the more you get to know them. So just want to let them know I appreciate them. I'm out there grinding and doing everything I can, but I ain't forget about them.
Nice to score a touchdown with some special guests in attendance today.
It was all right. You know what I'm saying? I think she was a little late, so I'm not going. I don't know yet. I got to do my homework. I got to watch the tape on that one, so we'll see.
Did you teach her the touchdown celebration?
Nah, she picked it up on her own. Dance moves a little shaky though, so I'll look into that for y'all though.
Today was the first game you guys played 3 games in 11 days. How is it? How do you focus? How do you keep the intensity moving forward?
You know how today went. When you know things didn't go perfect and there was more out there for us, and it's kind of like damn near like a loss, because it's like, all right, are you playing as well as you can play as offense? You know what I'm saying? Are we doing everything I can? Am I running the routes at the right depth? Am I doing this? So it's not. It feels like a win, but you know you can be so much better. So that's how you kind of like don't fall in that trap and just stay hungry. Like, if we being us, we gonna win the game. Like, we don't turn the ball over, we have a hell of a game. We run the right routes, we catch the ball, things go right. So just trying to stay, keep your eyes in the front of you. You know what I'm saying? Because your work is in front of you, and we got another test in front of us. Let's get back in the lab. Let's watch the tape. Let's figure out how we can be better and get after it. Obviously, I'm not in the best mood, but there it is.
Thanks, Steph.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Try to knock it out this.
Robert, just a thought on finishing the game. You guys, they were moving the ball and what have you, but in order to step up, the D, what was that like for you? Take us through that series, getting out of there and forcing them to punt, and then watching your offense finish them off.
Yeah, every play you go out there is a new situation. It's a new chance for your defense to get a stop. So we were just saying, get a stop, get a stop, get a stop. We didn't end up getting the stop we were looking for, but we got bailed out with the missed field goal attempt.
Yeah, that's me. Robert, another great job with the run defense. You guys limited Bijan Robinson. What is it about you guys as a team that you are able to have such sound run defense and fill all those gaps?
Yeah, anytime you get to go up against the greatest in the league, it's a fun challenge. And Bijan Robinson, when he runs the ball, all 11 are at the point of attack. He can pick and choose where he wants to run the ball at any point. I'm really proud of our D-line. Our D-line has stepped up big for us all year, and they continue to make plays in the run game and the pass game. And then our secondary support, our tacklers, our corners, our safeties, and our nickel, who keep showing up in the run game, limiting some of these potentially big runs to 2-3 yard gains. And that's really huge for us as a defense.
Hey, Robert, along the lines on Bijan Robinson, we saw you guys had 3 different practice scout team running backs, all wearing number 7, and there seemed to be an emphasis on him this week. How much of what you did during the week did you see in the game, and how good of a job did those guys do replicating what they were going to give you with Robinson?
Yeah, with Robinson, it's impossible to replicate somebody like him. He's such an elite player who can truly do it all on the field. And that's maybe why they had 3 different running backs to replicate a part of his game in each phase. And I think we did a great job identifying where he was on every snap and then playing our defenses to trying to stop him.
Robert, I know it was a grind, but Mike said, don't ever let them take away the joy of winning. What does that statement mean to you, and what does it mean to just get out of here with a win and keep going?
It means everything to us. We get 17 of these opportunities guaranteed, and you don't take them for lightly. Each one of these games is going to show up big come later down the season, November, December, when you're looking for a win. So to come out of here with the win was huge for us today.
Robert, through the first 9 games, the Patriots defense has not allowed an opposing running back to gain 50 yards. Curious, what do you attribute that to?
Yeah, kind of like the question earlier, it's a mindset. It's a willingness to stop the run at all costs. All 11 players on the field being dedicated to stop the run game. If you have one corner that doesn't want to tackle, those runs turn into big runs. Gonzo sticks his nose in there every chance he gets. An elite shutdown corner, when he gets any opportunity he does to tackle on the edge, he comes up and fills those lanes. Same with Carlton, and those are easy for such a great cover player to say, My job is to cover, not make tackles in the run game. They dedicate themselves to setting hard edges and making physical tackles. So I'm really proud of them. Marcus Jones included.
How much pride do you take, I guess, in that statistic as well?
None. My pride comes from being who I am, the person I am. Try to be a good teammate as best as I could be. I don't put my pride into stats. I'm really proud of how we've been able to stop these running backs, and I want to see that continue going forward. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be proud of the effort that I put in. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Robert. Thank you, guys. Sorry, it was Salute to Service Week, and I got to wear a lost soldier, Benjamin Andrea, and it was an honor to be able to support him, and I'm glad that we got to do that. So thank you, guys.
Christian, good to see you at the podium. Take us through that play and that collision with London and what happened from your perspective, and how good is it to be feeling better and getting out of here with a win?
Yeah, it was a good route, good coverage. I mean, it's two big time players, going to fight for a ball, and he came down with it. But I'm glad we got the win. Yeah, I just landed, hit my head. Just gotta be careful with that, but I'm good.
Christian, did they put you through concussion protocol after that happened?
Yeah, I'm good though.
So you're cleared?
I'm good.
Christian, it seemed like you were playing a lot more off coverage maybe earlier in the game than we saw you with more press. Was that more of a situational thing or an adjustment that you guys made in game?
I mean, it was just, on calls, certain calls I play off, certain calls I press. I kind of have, freedom of, in whatever call, just whatever I think I should play. And they were running certain routes early in the game, and we made adjustments and went with it from there.
Hey, Christian, earlier Robert Spillane was in here, and he was asked about the defense's ability to shut down talented running backs. No running back has gained as many as 50 yards against the team. Last week it was Judkins, this week Bijan Robinson, and one of the first things he pointed to was the willingness of cornerbacks, yourself, Carl, and Marcus Jones, to get involved in the run game and to be physical in the run game. How would you describe the mentality in that room when it comes to playing against the run?
Yeah, for sure. We look at it the same way as pass plays. Sometimes they want to design, the offense can design to, make corners tackle, make nickels tackle. We invite it though, so we enjoy it. And we all feed off each other. The same way, they get excited as we make a pass breakup. I think they get more excited when we come up and, make a tackle in the run game. But it's awesome. It's been a lot of fun.
Christian, I'm just curious with Drake London, just what you saw from him today and what made him hard to cover at certain points in the game.
I mean, he's a talented receiver, like a lot of receivers in this league. And we had our battles. He won one. He won a couple. I won a couple. That's the nature of this position. Is you just got to make plays. So they're gonna make catches. They get paid too. So I'm just glad we won.
When you were in the blue tent, were you trying to come back into the game at that point?
Yeah. I mean, I would have came back in, but offense, did what they had to do and got a first down, and we didn't have to go back on the field.
And just one more quick follow-up. On the 4th and 2, when you had the pass breakup, can you kind of take us through that play and what your mindset was there?
Yeah. I mean, it was just outside, seeing the motion. Knew they wanted to get, a lot of inside breaking routes. Kind of just felt like I had a beat on it, and, you just trust your instincts and go make a play. Appreciate y'all.
Marcus, two-part question. One is, what did you guys do defensively to get out of there with a win, especially in that last series? But also seeing a guy like Will Campbell after the fumble tackle a guy that's at the 6-yard line. What does that say as a captain to see someone like that make a play like that or try to make a play like that and prevent a score?
Yeah, first off, I'm going to get to your question, but I'm going to start off for salute the service. You know, it means a lot to me. I had a father that served 32 years in the Army and everything, so, you know, it's always been big to me whenever it came down to that. Met a lot of people today and stuff like that. It was definitely heartfelt for me, so being in that space means a lot to me and stuff like that, so for sure, definitely want to start off with that. But, yeah, defensively, it's all about adjustments. You know, there's plays that they made that we need to get corrected, and then there's also plays that we made as well. But the effort from Will was, you know, undeniable. You know, I'm glad that, you know, he got the guy down and everything like that. They scored that drive, but, you know, it made them play one more play.
Marcus, I know we've talked to you sometimes about passes in the red zone and kind of when you guys are pushing in man coverage. Can you just take us through the mindset before the second touchdown that London had? I know they were in kind of a bunch there. What were you expecting, and what did you see?
Yeah, they were in a bunch formation. They motioned a guy out. It's a great play call that they ended up having. I would say at the end of the day, you just got to make a play. He made a play. I didn't get the ball out and everything, and that's just, you know, a great player making a great play.
Siegel on the left.
Marcus, obviously the team didn't play the cleanest game in the world today, and you still won the game. Mike told us earlier that we're going to learn from winning so we don't have to learn from losing. How much did this winning streak over the last several weeks teach you about how to win games and not lose games?
Yeah, every game in the National Football League isn't, first off, not going to be a blowout. That's what it is. So, you know, games like these, you know, we learn from them, but it's also a W. You know, whenever you're able to, you know that you cannot play a clean game and still get the W, it means a lot because we know that there's a lot of things that we need to get corrected. It's not saying that we don't try to, you know, do those things, but it's like we have to learn from them and then scratch it off the list and then go from get ready for the next week.
Marcus, it looked like there were different ways that you guys matched their stacks and bunch looks. I'm curious, was that more situational? Was that something that you guys adjusted to based on how the game was going, and how did that play out?
Yeah, it's always adjustments. You know, we had certain plans that we had at the beginning, but as the game go on, we start seeing what they do and then kind of adjust from there.
Marcus, I asked Christian a similar question, but with Drake London, you were going up against him a lot today. Just what you saw from him on kind of that opposite side.
Yeah, great player. Honestly, can say catch radius is remarkable. So he's a great player, and he made a lot of plays today.
Marcus, we're more than halfway through the season. Obviously, what commonalities are you seeing in the way that teams are starting to attack you with more tape out there? Not you specifically, sorry, the whole defense.
Yeah, I would say film has a lot to do with it. So whenever there are plays that we might have had trouble with for the past, you know, couple of weeks and everything, they're starting to show up. So we're able to, you know, correct those in the film room and then also practice it at practice. So then whenever those plays do come up, we're communicating and being on the same page.
Thanks, everyone.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
How's 6 in a row feel?
Great. It's a great feeling, man. So obviously, we always feel like we can do some things, you know what I'm saying, to improve, but man, this feeling, nothing gets better than this for sure.
What was key to you just starting the way that you did, setting the tone?
Man, I feel like that's just something that we kept saying that we need to start with a better first half, a better first drive. So we had some great tendencies going into the game, and once I got the field, man, I was excited and ready to get my opportunity to go.
How would you characterize what it took to come away with a win in a close game like this?
Grit, and just a next play mentality for sure. Obviously, they made some plays on their end. They had some key playmakers. The receivers made some decent plays, you know what I'm saying, to keep the drives extended and going. So just obviously every time we get back to the sideline, man, finds ways to get the drive stopped, man, get off the field, and man, just keep surviving for sure.
I know you guys like to take a 1 week at a time kind of approach, but does it feel like there is a little momentum, a little confidence building in this locker room?
No, most definitely. We're not going to take that for granted. We're not going to overlook that. And we talked about it as a defense just the night before the game, man. Just enjoy this and embrace, you know what I'm saying, what we put on tape and what we put on film. Obviously, we keep saying there's some things that we want to get better in, but it's a lot of things we're doing right and some things that got us to 6 in a row. So let's keep doing better in the areas that we're doing good in and the areas that we need to improve in. Let's us improve.
And speaking of things you guys did well, I think you guys only held them to 1 and 9 on third down. What allowed you guys to be so effective in that area of your game?
Starts with the first and second down for sure. Stopping the run. I think we did a great job again. I think the running back had under 50 yards. So elusive running back, great with the ball in his hands, and they always find ways to give him the ball. So start with the first and second down, try to get him behind the numbers, and man, we can tee off on third down for sure.
You guys once again held the running back Bijan to under 50 yards. How impressive has this run defense been?
I guess it's been impressive to the outside, but I feel like internally we all kind of know a standard that we set for ourselves and something that we know we're capable of. So continue every weekend just to establish the run game and try to set a wall so when we can have those opportunities to rush the passes, man, we'll be excited and pin our ears back and go.
That Penix to London connection, how difficult did that become to stop, and what adjustments were they making to kind of open that up?
Great players going to make great plays. They're in the NFL for a reason. So shout out to them guys, man. They found a connection and got it going today. Some things that we got to clean up for sure, obviously knowing that he's a key target for the offense. So it's just some things that we got to clean up for sure. Obviously, we're gonna go into the next week. They got a good quarterback themselves going into next week. So I think we're capable of it, and we're excited going into next week for sure.
Is this one of those where you kind of walk away with kind of a sigh of relief? I mean, just with the way that it did come down to that extra point?
No, most definitely. We fight to the last whistle. So each and everything we could get, man, we take it. So obviously the field goal block unit made an impact and got a missed field goal. So that's what we take, and we appreciate that.
Gonzo leaves the game with an injury. Obviously, we don't really know what's going on with that, but just how instrumental has he been in this defensive unit this season?
I would be strapping shit. Excuse my language, but bro, every time I turn around, he getting something done. He almost had a pick today, which is well deserved. So he keeps playing the way he keeps playing, man. His defense gonna keep thriving and going in the upward direction. So excited to always have him on the field. I know that he'll be okay. I think for sure that he probably just got a little nick on the elbow or whatever it may be. But he's continually been dominant, man. He gets all tops receivers, and man, we look forward to having him again.
I think you hit a career high in sacks today. What has kind of allowed you to reach this potential, and how has Mike Vrabel kind of unlocked this play from you?
I think just obviously the dominance of the front. I think you got them big boys inside, man, kind of causing havoc and get going with Christian Baltimore and Milton Williams. I got Harold on the other side fighting through chips, trying to help me with my one-on-ones and stuff. So, of course, we had the guys in the back end giving us an extra second to get to the quarterback. So everybody's playing a key role in this, and I'm just excited to be a part of this defense and keep stacking for sure.
Coach Vrabel said he loves coaching this group. What makes this group special?
I just think we all just got that fight and that mentality that we want to win regardless of however it looks on film. So some things obviously I'm gonna keep saying that we want to clean up in for sure, but we're just gonna keep fighting. We're gonna keep scrapping until regardless of whatever plays out and make sure that we have more points than them at the end of the game.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate y'all.
Play it one at a time. I think it's tough to look ahead and say, oh, well, how do I need to prepare for the third game or the second game? Let sports medicine or sports science do that stuff and make sure you're ready for whatever game it is. If we had a game tomorrow, prepare for the game tomorrow. Don't worry about the game a week from now or 2 weeks from now, wherever it is.
Sorry if you already asked, but how did you go about joining the militiamen?
Yeah. Well, salute to service. And we have the militia, which is, I think, very unique to this team versus the rest of the NFL. And I thought it was a good opportunity to join them. And it's the 250th anniversary of the Revolutionary War. So it kind of all timed up pretty well. And it was kind of cool to see those guys in the end zone every week and then to be able to get in their uniform and get a little bit of love and show a little bit of respect for them.
You literally borrowed one?
Yeah.
Is that how it went down?
Yeah, it's a real deal.
Well done.
I was going to ask, how are you guys able to take advantage of man coverage? That's a pretty good secondary, one of the best in the league. How did you take advantage of what they were doing, especially in the first half?
Yeah, I think, Coach Downing always talks about route definition and giving the quarterback a good signal in your routes that, hey, I'm breaking and I'm trying to come open right now. But this is stuff that we've worked on since OTAs. This league, I wouldn't say plays as much man as it once did. But when you get opportunities to play against not only a man team, but a team that plays at a high level, you have to have the route definition. You have to be where the quarterback expects you to be, because that's the only way it works all together. And I think the guys did a great job at that today.
It seems like any given game, a different guy could lead in receiving yards. Today it was Pop hitting 100 for the first time in his career. What did you think of his performance?
Yeah, I think he did great. I'm not shocked in any way by it. And it's fun being in this group where you don't know who's going to get it. So everybody's like, oh, maybe it's me this week. But I think that also makes it hard for defenses to go against us. You can't say, oh, well, I'm just going to cover Pop this week because somebody else could go for 100. Could be a tight end, could be a running back, could be another receiver. So it's great to have those compliments to each other. And I think Josh is doing a great job at calling it. And everybody knows that any week could be their week.
When you talk about just like the flow of the game, I mean, did it feel going toward the half that it was going to become pretty much not one-sided, but I mean, like, did you feel like you guys had that?
Not really. I don't know. I guess I played long enough where the game's not over till it's over. I think once you start thinking, oh, this game's we're about to just run it up on them, that's when it can go the wrong way for you. So every game is just, until it says 0-0 all the way across, until I'm drinking cold beers, the game's not over.
Good man.
What did go through your mind when you saw the missed extra point, and what was kind of the messaging of the offense when you had to go back out on the field?
Take advantage, really. That's an opportunity for us to go win the ball game and get into our end-of-game operation and win it.
That last play, you and Steph, it seemed like you were the guys that sort of paved the way and cleared it out for Hunter. Is that how it was supposed to?
No, it's really like we're just running a pattern and kind of can look like that but it does work out in that instance where it looks like a whole bunch of traffic is built up and Hunter comes out the backside. But it's not designed to go set picks and stuff. Because there's many times where either me or him gets the ball. But yeah, it worked out and Hunter was able to slip on the side. We'll take it all day.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it, y'all.